It's Friday afternoon, which means it's time for your favorite comedy talk show, The Random Christian Show. Today, The Random Christian Show is talking to ourselves. The Random Christian Show is brought to you by Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena. 3 unique blended salsas made with fresh cilantro and just the right amount of heat. To find a store near you, just visit mrsafamous.com. The Random Christian Show is proudly supported by The Advisor. Created by Colonel James Neal Broadus, this Facebook group is a great resource and network for creatives. Contact them on Facebook at The Advisor. The Random Christian Show can now be seen and heard on the Rabbit in Red Radio Network. Check them out at rabbitinredradio.com. Intro music provided by the Dead Campers. Check them out on Spotify or at deadcampers.com. Are you looking to add your logo or design to apparel, banners, and other promotional products? Check out Creative Coatings KC for all your branding needs. You can find them online at creativecoatingskc.com. Like what you hear? Don't forget to take a quick second to like, follow, and subscribe to get notifications when we go live. Now here's your host, Christian Random.
And there I was, standing alone in a public
in darkness.
Oh, hello. Hi. I wasn't writing anything.
Writing your memoirs?
Maybe.
There?
Could have been journal entry. Never know.
Really? Public restroom trauma?
Talk to you tomorrow. Okay. That's done. Duly noted. Welcome to the show. It is Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, sure. It works.
Sure. Why not? Friday.
Hey, it's the Random Christian Show. It's okay. We can do what we want. It's our show, and I mean,
yeah.
I mean, look, the name's right there. That's
right. Yeah.
It's my name, right?
It's his name.
There's my name right there.
That's his name.
Yes, Christian of Debaters. Hey, so you like the look, by the way? Going for the rugged, Andy just shaved 5 minutes ago look.
Oh, there you go. No, that's good. What's that, about 3 days worth of growth?
It's maybe a little more.
No way, really?
Well, I did, clean up under here for the show, but
I normally shave once a week just because I don't need to be presentable for work, right?
The beauty of working from home.
But if you want just to see like what my Middle Eastern complexion does with my face, this is from Wednesday. Okay. I mean, like late, right before bed Wednesday. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I can let this go a week and you'll see what this becomes if you want.
You'll become wanted poster Andy.
Pretty much. Yeah. Or like lost brother who has been raised in a in a room with no windows.
They're delayed. Delayed. Make it stop.
I never knew I had a twin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I get it. Oh, yeah. It could be a bonus.
Right. Yeah.
So it is Friday. It's the Random Christian Show. It's 4:00 in the. We actually started on time, Andrew.
Right, I know.
No more guests.
And
no
I
more
was
guests.
Super late.
We will always start on time with no guests.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's not always true.
No, it really isn't.
That is complete and total fabrication, as a matter of fact.
But I went to Tiger Woods Red today.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not a huge Tiger Woods fan, but I put it on. I'm like, oh yeah, Tiger Woods. Okay.
Can I ask a style question?
Okay.
Do you normally button that top button?
Lots of times, yeah.
Okay. All right.
All right. Fine. You and my wife. You know?
I just not. It seems
No,
I
it's fine.
okay
All right,
because
I'm
I
taking
don't
the
like.
shirt off.
I normally don't like things grabbing up my neck.
Yeah.
So, like, if I can free it up a little bit, I like to free it up.
No,
See,
I
I
mean,
think that looks better. I think that looks better too.
actually, I mean, I mean, yeah,
Don't you
I
feel
like it
better?
both ways. I just, I always
Yeah.
try to formal up for the show a little bit, but
Okay. Don't you feel better though?
I feel a little naked. I'm not gonna lie. It's
Okay. Well, you have to wear pants too.
oh well, okay. Let's just do this then.
Yeah.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's.
And we're back.
Hey.
All right.
All right.
Guess what?
Pants are on.
I got pants.
Okay.
Short pants,
What?
but I got pants.
Hey, it works.
You want to see?
No.
No. Good. For those of you listening at home, I'm Christian, and the person that I'm talking to, that's Andy. He's
Yes.
my co-host and
My name is Andy.
hetero life partner, and
Yeah.
we together collectively have become known as the Random Christian Show.
Yeah.
We are here most Fridays around 4 p.m. ish Central Time, which is 2 p.m. Pacific Time, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, 5 p.m. all the way in the future on the East Coast.
Yeah.
That's when we start usually.
In the future.
Well, yeah, in the future. We're always on time in the future.
That's true.
But usually in the past where Andy is, we're a little behind. But
a little bit.
And we're centrally located is where we start with show really broadcasts from Kansas City here, Missouri. We do it live, Facebook, Twitter, or not Twitter. Got Twitter.
No.
Twitter said no, or
Yeah.
Elon said no more.
Right. But
unless we have 100 million followers or something like that. I don't know.
We're TikTok Live again, right?
What's that?
Are we TikTok live again?
Oh, we're TikTok.
Oh,
We're good on TikTok. We're on
Okay.
TikTok and Twitch.
And that's
YouTube
right.
and YouTube. Our friends over at YouTube. Yeah.
There you go.
And I'm moving the camera more so when I look at you, more.
Okay.
Instead of I guess look this and look at you that way. But I know it's weird, isn't it?
It is. Yeah.
I'd rather just look straight forward and look at you.
Okay, I think I will too. All right.
That makes sense.
Okay.
Unless we want to just have a conversation like this.
But then we'd have to move the cameras like this. And it would just be weird.
And it throws we'd have to rearrange the studio, and God knows
we can't. God, no. No.
But anyway, so and then actually there's a new platform called Kick. Have you heard of this?
What was this? Didn't Kick come out in response to something?
I guess. I don't know, but apparently our carrier here, Restream, is like, hey, one click and you're on Kick. So we're gonna get signed up to go on Kick, and
there you go.
Kick it, baby.
Yeah. We'll be hey.
Does that make you horny, baby? Yeah.
Can we be live on Kick, or are we just? Is that? I would assume that's what we do, right?
Assuming, we go live on Kick. So
all right,
we'll kick it on Kick and kickity kick.
We will spread the random love.
So today, we actually had a guest scheduled. Unfortunately, as a lot of these people do, they've got crazy schedules. We were going to have a comedian gentleman on, but unfortunately, his schedule all of a sudden changed because he got booked on some other broadcast shows. He's doing live shows and would not be able to commit to the time that we needed him to be here. So we've rescheduled him for in the future, where we will travel to eventually at some time. And then we will be having him on. We got a lot of great talent lined up. I mean, we're booked up for, goodness gracious, up until May.
I think so.
Yeah, March, April. Yeah, May.
Yeah, we got a lot. We got a lot happening. There's
A lot happening. What next week we've got? Yes, this was a kind of a last minute deal. But Robert Amico, he was with us about a year or so ago with Donna Lee Heising.
Right.
Robert, you may not be familiar with his name, but you see his face, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's that guy. He was in that movie, and
Right.
he was with that guy in that movie, and he was in this. He's one of these guys. He's just been in all sorts of different movies. He's not a huge name actor, but he's been in a lot of huge name movies. He's worked with a lot of huge name stars.
Yeah.
I mean, anyway, and he's just a crack up. He's a fun, great guy. There he is right there. And yeah, if you're thinking, oh, did I see him in Sopranos or something? Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So, and he's just a ball of energy. He is great. He's so fun. And we kind of got caught up with a bunch of stuff, and his schedule is crazy. And I just happened to throw it out to him the other day because I saw him posting something. I'm like, hey man, when are we going to get you back on the show? He's like, let me know.
Yeah.
So, I threw out next Friday, and he said, yeah. So we were going to try and get him on today, but anyway. So then we got Carla Jackson coming up, Red Letter Awards, which those are all starting to get really piped up. I believe that we're on that.
Are we nominated for a Red Letter Award?
I think so. I don't know. Maybe.
Could we be an award-winning podcast?
Sure. Anything's possible if you believe.
Hey,
You have to close your eyes really tight.
Yeah.
Wish really. Oh, I'm getting gas. Okay.
I mean, because that would be then I would incorporate that into the opening.
We could ask the Magic 8 Ball.
No, let's ask.
Let's ask the Magic. Oh, Magic 8 Ball.
Magic 8 Ball.
That's not so magical and kind of confusing at times. Are we an award, or will we be an award-winning podcast?
Come on.
And it's so hard to read sometimes. Well, and the lighting in my studio
not
is
so good, I guess.
lighting in my studio is nothing. My reply is no.
Oh,
Shot down by the Magic 8 Ball.
Ouch.
Wow, that hurt, Magic
Sick
8 Ball.
Burned by the 8 Ball. My goodness.
Dude, so we're gonna go back to the squishy stress ball.
There you go. Yeah, stress ball. I might have to stress eat my all dressed Lays.
Oh, oh my!
All your favorite Lay's flavors in Lay's flavors in one, apparently.
See, now, and that's got to be interesting. I mean, yeah, this could be well, and
It says like savory, tangy, and sweet, all on the package here.
And also shoes and socks.
Right, exactly.
Well,
right.
Shoes and socks are
Okay,
fully dressed.
And it's funny.
Am I
too,
wrong?
No, you're not.
No, okay. So
Yeah.
there is leather and sweat sock involved.
Right. Yeah. But it's again, who at Lay's is thinking of this? Like, do we have extra? Let's just put them all together.
I'm telling you, the tasters at Lay's are a bunch of stoners.
No, completely.
Sitting around going, what if we like put a potato chip in shoe polish?
Right.
But it's got to be brown, so it'd be like chocolate, kind of.
Right. Now, to really sell this,
selling it.
This is a Canadian favorite flavor. Can you see that? Can you see the logo? It is a Canadian favorite flavor, apparently.
So it tastes like back bacon 12.12 beer and smokes.
But it is the nicest, most polite potato chip that you will ever
It will
eat.
be, yes. It will be so polite to your palate. Hey, gonna make you throw up, eh?
All right.
It's going to
That's
be
okay.
good going down for a minute.
Because we have Pepto-Bismol flavored chips right next to you that'll take care of that right away. So you'll be right as rain in the morning.
Good day.
Should I go for this?
Goo, 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 goo.
Right.
Bring on the all-dressed Lay's potato chips. Oh, I forgot.
Smells like nothing. Smells like potato chips.
That
Go figure.
could be a good or a bad sign. Okay, he's got the first chip in, chewing. And
all right. There's sour cream and onion in there. I can taste that.
Okay. Which is a Canadian staple.
True. Might be like a hint of barbecue.
Okay, so southern Canada.
They're good. Like, no, seriously, it's like.
Okay, do this.
What?
Roll up the bag a little bit on the top.
Okay.
And then kind of turn it.
Oh, yeah. Give it a
flavoring around a little bit. Maybe there's some shipments may settle during
and
ship.
This has been in my closet, my pantry, quite a while.
Yeah, you did buy that a while ago, didn't you? Like in November?
Oh. It's like salt and vinegar too, maybe? No, that could be part of the barbecue.
I think every chip is a different flavor.
It's a good chip. Like, don't get me wrong. It's an okay chip, but like, am I going to go to the store for the all dressed? No.
Yeah. Like, yeah, are you going to go hunt this down? No. See, I'm thinking maybe these are all just like loose bits of every different kind of chip. They just shoved it into a bag.
No, like at the end of the day, when they're done making like flavoring potato chips, they have like a mishmash of stuff at the bottom that they just like, they're not throwing it away anymore. They're going to put it on the rest of the chips.
It's like the at the bar, the where they pour all the shots.
Oh yeah.
The pour over tray or whatever they call it. And then you 100%. Pour it into a glass and you challenge someone to drink it.
Yeah.
Been that recipient. and trust me, it works. Works well.
Yeah, like, it's like sour cream and onion and barbecue and salt and vinegar had a baby.
Not sure that's the best analogy, but hey, it's Lay's, and you know
it's not terrible. But again, am I gonna go cross town, or am I gonna drive up to Canada for these? No. No.
But apparently, it's a staple up there. So,
it's their favorite. It's a Canadian favorite flavor.
Poutine, right?
Right. Canadian favorite flavor.
Yeah, Canadian favorite flavor. Because it's a mishmash of everything.
Sure.
They can't make up their minds up there, so they just go, hey, okay, whatever.
Hey, we're all good to hang out. All the flavors are okay. Hey, they can all come in here, man.
Yeah, come on.
That's exactly what this is. This is Canada being very nice to all the flavors.
Welcome to Great White North, eh? My name's Christian. This is my brother, Andy.
What was the beer? What was the beer in Strange Brew?
Oh.
Does it go work at the brewery too?
I'm not knowing this.
I have a shirt. I bought a shirt with the brewery logo on it, and I don't remember.
What is it? Okay, Goog. Go to the Goog. While Andy's going to the Goog, we do have several entertaining things coming up. Also, there will be a point here.
Elsinore. Oh my God. It's the Elsinore.
Elsinore Brewery.
The big theater downtown is the Elsinore Theater in Salem.
See? Yeah. See, Andy's out in Oregon. I'm in Kansas City. So,
yeah.
Kansas City, Missouri. I'm on the Missouri side.
The Missouri side.
You have to define. There's KCK and there's KCMO. I'm in KC.
Okay. Is there an East Coast, West Coast like thing with those people? A little bit?
Yeah.
Really?
You are either, yeah, like I said, you're from KCK or you're from KCMO.
Okay.
And
Who does someone present themselves as a little more entitled?
well, a lot of KCKers think
Mhm.
that they're
Better.
yeah.
Okay.
KCMOs are chill.
They're
And,
chill. Okay.
uh, yeah. Because where KCK is and the areas over in, they're a lot of the higher end areas.
Okay. Oh, gotcha.
Um, but they're in Kansas, and
Right.
they're actually south of Kansas City in a way.
Okay.
So but the thing is, Kansas City, Missouri is more of Kansas City than KCK is. KCK
Right.
is a small part of Kansas City.
Okay. So they're less of the KCKers,
Right.
but they're the bigger dicks.
But yeah, a lot of in Johnson County.
Yeah.
Uh, they're they
All
think
right.
they're cool.
Okay.
And I mean, hey, there's a lot of nice people over there, a lot of dicks. I'm just saying, if you were, if you were going to go to have a good time somewhere, I would probably stick more on the Kansas City, Missouri side. Could
Okay.
get robbed. But you wouldn't be assholes if you were over on the KCK side. So I'm just differentiating the
Sure.
different areas, and neither one's, I mean, it's Kansas City is probably one of the best cities. I've lived a lot of different places, grew up in California, all over California,
Yeah.
Colorado, Arizona, Wisconsin, Nevada, a lot of different places, a lot of different diverse cultures and cities. But like when I first came out to Kansas City,
Yeah.
the first day I was here, I was just so comfortable, and it was just,
Sure.
and it was in the middle of summer where it was like
Yeah.
humid as all get out, and um, it's a great city, man. The people are
Yeah.
great. I mean, there's always going to be jerks everywhere, no matter
Oh,
where you
right.
go. But for the most part, I mean, it's a great, comfortable city. It's not too clustered
Sure.
on top of everybody, but it's
Yeah.
still, you get a big city vibe when you're in the city, and then as soon as you want to get out, you're out,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you're in
Okay.
suburbia, and then out in the middle of nowhere. It's awesome.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
That's
yeah,
cool.
so,
I like it.
yeah. No, I do.
No.
It's a great town. I've lived here 20 something years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think I've only been there once.
Well, you're coming again.
Yeah. And it was the early 2000s.
Yeah. You know what we call this in radio?
What?
Dead air.
Right. Sorry. I got lost in thought for a second.
I got caught up
Yeah.
in it too, and then I'm like,
Um
we're really boring the hell out of everyone.
right.
So well, I was just gonna say, I'm gonna tease something here that me and Andy are working on putting together.
Oh, yeah.
We are trying to put together a comedy show, but a benefit comedy show out here in Kansas City. We've reached out to a few different beneficiaries. We are going to find one that is very noble. I'm working on a couple other people right now. But so far, we have interest from comedians like Bob Smiley, who's been on the show a few times, Leon Purley, who's been on the show, Miss Tanja D. I'm working on a local guy, possibly Brad Stein.
Yeah.
We're throwing things out there. I mean, we don't want to have like a marathon long show,
Yeah.
but I mean, we want to be able to give everybody a fair amount of time too. So,
Yeah.
but we're going to be looking for a venue to do this in. I'm thinking probably towards the end of summer. So if anybody has any ideas or any suggestions or
Or
ways to
connections that can help.
connections.
Yeah.
Yeah, for venues and things like that. We're trying to put this all together. I'm working with Jimmy Bratcher's going to be coming up on the show.
That's right.
He's going to be helping us out a little bit. Probably be the house band, and some of his charities will probably be the recipients of this the money that we raise. So I mean, we're trying to do something to help, uh, benefit some people that need it. There's a lot of great charities out there, and we're just trying to do our part. So anyway, that is something we're working on, something we're coming up with. So if you're in the Kansas City area or plan to be, keep paying attention. We'll keep posting stuff and letting you know what's going on.
Yeah.
In the meantime, today it's all about us.
Yeah.
And we thought we'd just kind of start pointing or counterpointing things out.
Well, before we get there,
Yeah.
I have something that sort of calls back to the places that we've lived in. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And so this is normally when I was talking to our random 9 folks, right?
Oh,
Our creative,
our crack crew of random Niners.
yeah, we ended up getting some news that was like, oh, this is interesting. And so anyway, I decided to, well, actually the Random 9 team decided to incorporate this into this week's Random 9, and they wanted it to make it interactive. So
Okay.
Christian, where we've lived in the Bay Area, we were always had great access to professional sports teams, right?
True.
When we were in the Bay Area, we had
Well,
the Giants.
back then they weren't that great.
Right. No, exactly.
Except for 49ers.
Yeah. Giants, A's, 49ers, Raiders. The Sharks were there when you were there, right?
Oh,
Yeah. You moved to Kansas City, still a very, very big sports centric area. You got
football and baseball.
You got the annoying Chiefs. You got the Royals. You got
the annoying Royals.
Right. Do you have hockey?
They actually have a farm team out here.
Okay.
And they're called the Mavericks.
Okay.
They were actually doing very good. I kind of lost. I was actually trying to get one of the players on the show.
Okay.
At one point, but I like I said, I really fell out of sports because I just became so disillusioned with it. But I love the farm teams and stuff like that. But recently, I've really fallen back in love with hockey.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think I told you about.
I got a very excited text from you about the USA.
The USA Canada
game, yeah.
Oh my good Lord! They dropped the puck, and 2 guys dropped their gloves right away.
Right.
I mean, you're just like, this is supposed to be just one against the other, just having a good. No, no,
yeah.
The first 15 minutes of the game was just brawls.
Yeah.
Because as soon as they got those guys in the box, they dropped the puck. 2 other guys go right at it again. I mean, and they didn't even like back off. They just went right at each other. I'm like, what is going? What the? And I'm like, oh, hockey's back.
I know.
And not that I'm in it for the brawling, because then the game happened after the third fight.
Right.
But then the game happened, and
these
guys were playing like this was the end. I mean, it was the finale, and they were playing hard. They were playing great. I saw guys moving the puck around to each other, and it was just. I was like, and then I got home and I couldn't watch the game because it wasn't coming in on my internet.
Oh man!
Oh, so pissed. Anyway, okay, so sorry.
No, so you've always lived in budding sports markets, right?
Oh yeah, huge fan.
Yeah. So when I moved to Oregon, especially Salem, I soon quickly realized.
Ducks.
Well, yeah. So the big draw down here is an hour south, Eugene, University of Oregon, the Ducks, right? That is the sports team to talk about. Now, there is the Portland Trailblazers, right? The NBA team, but they've had a tough run, right?
Yeah.
And
they seem to have a lot. Well, Bill
Yeah.
Walton. Okay. Anyway.
Right. No professional football, no professional baseball. They have to lob on to Seattle teams.
Yeah. Right.
Right. But Salem, Oregon is getting a farm baseball team.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Now,
who are they going to be farmed from?
That's a good question. I think they're still working that out, but they're set to play, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. But I want you to guess, and I'm going to give you choices.
Oh.
What the team name is. Okay.
All right.
So Salem's new, and they're playing. We have a university in town. It's called the Willamette University because the Willamette River is right next to us.
Oh, okay.
Right. Okay. And they're going to play at the university, and the university is really nice. Right. So, but here are the possible names, and one of these is correct.
Oh,
okay?
So it's a multiple choice.
It is a multiple choice. All right. So I'm going to put a little graphic up. Okay. What is Salem's new baseball team named? The Chemedica Chiefs. Now, Chemedica means gathering place in the Native American tongue, Kayapuya, right? And that's what they call Salem. We translate it to a place of peace.
Okay, hold on. Time out.
Yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to practice saying all these Native American words and stuff?
Okay, so there are like 8 Chemedica streets in here in town.
so
and
there
are buildings named after it. So it's.
And do people correct you if you say it wrong? They're like, no, that's not how you do it.
Okay, well, so it's funny because the next one, Willamette, you need to learn when you get here, right?
It's not Willamette.
Right. It's so the way that they teach you how to say it is Willamette, damn it.
I like it.
So that's how I know how to say. So Willamette, damn it, right? Yeah. So the next possible one is the Willamette Warthogs, right?
Named after our river. Okay.
Named after our river, right? Number 3, the regional growth here is the Marionberry. Okay. There are Marionberry pies. There's Marionberry ice cream, which is so
Marionberry the mayor.
So
there's a little crack smoking going on.
Right. Number 3, possible team name for Salem Zoo, the Marionberries. All right.
Okay. Hold on. Can I try and say this next word?
Yes.
Okay. Umpqua.
Close.
Oh.
So
okay.
Umpqua. Umpqua is the valley that we live in.
I put the wrong emphasis on this.
There's Umpqua ice cream. There's Umpqua, there's
not a flavor. That's just the name.
No. It's the brand of ice cream. I had a friend that opened a sweet shop that was called Umpqua Sweets. So the Umpqua Ballers. That would be number 4. All right.
I really like that name.
It's not a bad name, right? Not a bad name. Yeah. Or
can't say what I'm thinking. So,
or number 5, the Salem Sea Lions. If you drive to the coast, there's a very famous sea lion cave. Okay.
I can only imagine the smell of that cave.
Oh, it's crazy, and we were there. It's really fun, but yeah, you can't be down there for too long.
Yeah, because if anybody's curious, sea lions, I mean, we all know a sea lion, just growing up in Santa Cruz and San Francisco and all that. Sea lions, they'll make their mess any and everywhere and wallow in it. And it's horrible.
Yeah.
Even after you hose it down, it's horrible.
Yeah.
So
okay. So you have these 5 names to choose from. What do you think our new baseball team is named?
Chimketa Chiefs. What?
Willamette, damn it.
Willamette Warthogs. Marionberries. All I think of is Marionberry sitting and smoking a crack.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Umpqua Ballers. Which I really, 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 really wish that's the name, but I'm going with number 5, Salem Sea Lions.
Okay. The name of our new baseball team.
No!
The Marion Berries.
Oh, yes! Oh! Dude, put the graphic back.
All right, look at
Look
I
at
love the graphic to the right. The berry in the hat with the eyeglasses and the leaf coming out like the hair.
I know.
Like, give that graphic designer all the money because
Dude.
that is brilliant.
Okay. I'm gonna have to have you buy me a shirt.
Okay, you got it.
Or a jersey. I want a jersey.
You want a jersey? Okay, yeah. I'll
Because
get you a
I
jersey. Yeah.
will oh my god, I'm gonna wear that everywhere. What's that? Marion Berries, bro. You never
Marion
heard of
Berries, baby. What are you talking
Dude.
about?
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, that is just that has so made everything that was wrong with this week so much better.
Okay. Well, so now it's funny too because you know that the A's are not playing in Oakland anymore, right?
No.
Yeah, they're okay. So famously last year was their last year in Oakland.
Oh wait, okay. I do remember hearing something about. I thought they were just building them a new stadium in Oakland.
No, they're building them. They're trying to move to Las Vegas, and they're trying to build a stadium there. But Oakland said, you know what? If you guys are leaving, we don't want you anymore.
Okay, good.
So they're playing at the minor league stadium in Sacramento for the next 3 seasons. But they're not calling themselves the Sacramento A's. They are just the Athletics. But there is a team that came in, another, and I forget what league they played, but they are the Oakland Ballers, or the Oakland Bees, right?
No, they're Oakland Ballers, bro.
They're the Oakland Ballers, right? And yeah, so there's, but they have a very old timey logo. So that inspired my Umpqua Ballers team name there,
dude. But
the Marion Berries, man.
Dude, the Marion Berries.
I mean,
that is just that. I mean, yeah, and whoever the guy is that came up with that, I mean, yeah, that's just that is just so perfectly wonderful.
Isn't that brilliant, man?
I need to come out to Salem and we need to go
watch
to a game.
They will watch a game, man. Yeah, so they play at the Berry Farm. Right? Or wait, is that what they called it?
Good night, everyone.
Yeah. Is it the Berry Farm? I think that, yeah, welcome to the Berry Farm is what they say. And they're playing at the university that's in town here, the Willamette University. But yeah, it's...
How long did it take you till you got Willamette right?
No, it took me a couple months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
it's very hard, Willamette. It's just
your brain is now. I'll bet if you were on the East Coast and there was a town called Willamette, or Willamette, it'd be Willamette or Willamette.
Yeah, well, and I live next to Lafayette in California, so I see ETTE at the end of it. It automatically gets the et.
Yeah,
right. So yeah, Lafayette, Willamette, or Willamette. That's what I thought it was, but no, it's Willamette. Damn it, right? So.
And I love that analogy too. So
yeah, and then there is there's a town called Tigard that I pronounced Tigard.
Oh,
when I got here, but Tigard is rar, like a tiger. Rar. Yeah. Rar. Tigard.
No, not that. Okay.
No. Yeah.
Dude, that's genius.
Marion Berries.
Marion Berries. All right. So now so that was our random.
That was our random 9.
That
was our random guessing game for today.
I didn't get to play the music or anything.
I'm sorry.
No, it's kind of fine because I'm
yeah.
No, that was in lieu. Just cracks.
It's so
Dude,
good.
how high was the guy when he came up with that? That's what
I
I
mean,
want,
well, so look at the shadow on the berry. That's the smile as well.
right? I
It's
mean,
such great logo, man.
yeah, seriously, this guy was like, "What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Marion Berries, Marion Berry." And
Yeah.
then the next thing you know,
Yeah.
I got it! Oh my
Right.
god, Marion! Oh, oh, I'm gonna draw the mayor of DC with the. Oh no, wait a minute. Hold on, I'm gonna draw some berries. Hold on. Oh, with some sunglasses. Oh, I'm gonna. Oh my god, this is all coming together. And yeah, and there you
So
go.
they already have a pretty well developed merch one, and they have it with the berry guy, and he's got little legs and he's swinging a bat and everything.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ah, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I need a jersey.
Yep.
Uh,
I'll get that for you.
yeah, we'll get matching jerseys.
Yep.
Okay. What number are you gonna be?
I mean, my number in high school was always 56.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
Eh,
What would you be?
My racing number, and actually this was really weird when I started in motocross, when I was racing motocross.
Uh-huh.
My number was 210X, and
Okay.
my dad's favorite number was 21.
Oh, okay.
And so I was like, oh, it's Kim to whatever. So I've always had 21. Just
Oh, okay.
I don't know. I always just think that's a great number. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I found out, somebody's like, "Oh, so you're a gambler?" I'm like,
No.
"How does that factor in?" Well, 21, that's the winning hand, and I'm like, "No,
Dude, come on.
no." And I explained this, and then and then they said, "Oh, well, what about the triple sevens on a jackpot?" I'm like,
Dude.
"Oh." I said, "So you're kind of obsessed with gambling, then?"
Right. You know you have a problem, right?
Yeah, there's a hotline for it. I'm gonna write it down
Right.
here, and you just take this and you go again. So, yeah, but anyway, so yeah, no, mine would probably be 21. But
Right.
moving forward, oh man, now I'm really excited. I really, really, okay. So getting back to our main topic.
Yes.
But I mean, that was fantastic. But and let's just another round of applause for our track team of Xander and all the kids putting that together.
Yeah.
Do your tutelance, I'm sure. But that was beautiful. It really was. It was a work of art.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
And it was all done about 10 minutes ago too, wasn't it? Because we don't procrastinate anything.
We found out about the Marion Berry's existence yesterday, and that prompted all of this.
And you know what, kids? He is not lying. I guarantee you. We talk throughout the week just very quickly and not too long, because Andy's like working 5 different jobs and it's hard to get a word in edgewise. But when we do talk, it's what do you got for this? I'm working on it, which means I haven't done anything. And then he'll ask me the same thing. I'll be like, oh, I've got some notes. I have nothing. And then like we have this supposedly weekly meeting where we talk real quick and we both basically blow each other off on what we're talking about, and then we end up talking about other things that have nothing to do with the show, and then, okay, I gotta go
Yeah.
and then somehow Fridays we pull it all together and you get this. So that being said,
Professional.
welcome to the show. For those of you listening at home, yeah, this is the professionally fully sponsored by our good friends at Mrs. A's Famous Salsa Buena, where basically from the West Coast to the Mountain Time Zone, you can find her salsa and she's going to have a couple new old delicious flavors releasing, as well as I think she's got some new uh, avenues that will be
Cool.
moving out further east.
Okay. Oh,
So
yeah, that's right.
we are still waiting for updates. She has been incredibly busy, and she's got a lot going on, and she was doing a lot to help out with the people with the fires and all that.
That's right.
The woman's a giver. Like, you have no idea how sweet and wonderful she is. But anyway, you wouldn't know how delicious her salsa was if you go find it at your store and eat it, especially the salsa verde.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, that's
Oh,
salsa
man.
verde. But original's great, and the hot is it's just got some heat to it, and it's
Yeah.
just right, and
Perfect.
it's still so delicious, and it's a different flavor than the original. I mean,
Yeah.
it's or the medium, I guess we should
Right.
call it. That's what she
Yeah.
calls it, is the medium. But um, oh, but the salsa verde,
That's so good.
that out of all salsa, because I love salsa verde, and
Yeah.
so many different salsa verdes I've had. And by the way, there's no onion
Yeah.
in any of this, but it is amazingly
The
delicious.
best.
Oh yeah. And there's cilantro in it, but it does not overpower anything. Because some people are like, oh, cilantro, it's got so much. No, it's so well balanced and so well made. It's delicious. Find it, Mrs. A's famous salsa buena, from the West Coast to the Mountain Time Zone. You're gonna be able to find it. Just ask for it by name, Mrs. A's famous salsa buena. The reason I'm saying this over and over again and pumping it up is because the commercial that we had was a seasonal commercial, and I'm not done redoing the new one yet because I'm waiting on information. But anyway. So this is our advertisement and promo for Mrs.
Boom.
A's famous salsa buena, our sponsor, and we are proud to have her as our sponsor. So thank you again, Leah Guao and Rolf and everybody. It's just been such a great friendship, and we really need more salsa. Okay. So, that being said, it's time to move forward with the show now. And for those listening, this is the Random Christian Show random version, where we're going to be doing debatoring things. I am Christian of Debaters. He is Andy of the Anti-Debaters.
Yeah.
And and by the way, I have a new theory now. Okay.
Okay.
And this was something developed over 15 minutes before I fall asleep every night.
Okay.
And then when I wake up, I'll be like, oh yeah. And then I forget about it because I'm doing other things. So okay, I know we've all had our things with millennials, and then millennials did nothing to me, and nah. Okay, it's our fault. Okay, and Andy, I'm speaking especially on behalf of me and you because we were in radio in the
Right.
90s. Okay,
Yeah.
very proudly so. I'm not going to deny that,
Yeah.
but this is one of the reasons why it all went south, and it all went south so quick. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
This band right here. Can you hear it? Do I need to go a little louder?
A little louder. Oh yeah.
Yeah. This was the problem. Okay. And do you want to know why?
Why?
It's a Crash Test Dummies, by the way, if everybody is not familiar with this somehow. Thank God you aren't, if you aren't, because this was so played over and over and over again in the 90s. And there is absolutely, that's the title of the song right there. Okay, that is the basis for this song.
Yeah.
And this guy's voice,
Was this
I mean,
their
the
only
first
hit?
time I heard this song, I wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah.
This song grates my nerves to no end, and it's the reason everything went south in the 90s. I mean, there were
Okay.
so many other great bands, and okay, I get alternative was really being pushed out. It was the big market.
Yeah.
I mean, I was with KSJS, one of the top college radio alternative stations, and I mean, we played songs that sounded like somebody took a phone, the old corded phones,
Oh yeah.
and you'd put the receiver in a fishbowl full of water, and you'd
Yeah.
hear
Right.
there was literally a song that was very like that. But hey, it was alternative, so we played it because they're alternative and being cutting edge. And I'm like, this is like the stupidest thing. And then, and after hearing a song like that, I heard this, and this blew up
Yeah.
over so many other talented, like bands like the Replacements
Right.
were getting less play than this.
Right.
This was being pushed on everyone everywhere. I mean, I went to my program director. I'm like, do you even like this song? I mean, how much are you getting paid for us to be putting this on the air?
Right.
Oh, it's just what they need to do. And I'm like, who's they? And where are they? Because I want
Yeah.
to find them and punch them in they face.
Right.
This is
Was this their only song?
they had. Oh, I think they did one album. This album is called God Shuffled His Feet.
Okay. But I mean, you and I being of our age and guys that would go to like the Warehouse and Tower Records and stuff like that.
Yeah, back when
Like,
they had record stores, yes.
Yeah, you could tell us a track, we would know what album it was on and what track number it was.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So like the fact that we can't even, like, you told me the name of that album, I don't even know it. I don't remember that.
I totally forgot it.
Yeah.
But
honestly,
I couldn't remember the name of this song.
Yeah, it's not something. Oh, I remember the name of the song just because it's so ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it has no pertinent value.
Right.
It's like eating a Pringles potato chip.
Right.
There's some kind of flavor. It's some kind of a potato. There's something, but we're just not sure exactly what it is. But this was the downfall of everything in the 90s.
Yeah.
This is because this is where they started. This is where mass media took over and found out we can warp their minds. We can make something horrible the best thing ever.
Yeah.
and the Crash Test Dummies is a perfect example of this. I mean, there was okay, granted, I worked in top 40 radio.
Right. Right.
Okay. I and I'm not gonna. I mean, I love all sorts of different. En Vogue. I would rather listen to En Vogue, and there's nothing wrong with En Vogue, so please don't send me hate mail or anything. I really like a lot of their songs and stuff like that. But I'm a huge alternative and ska, and I love all that.
Yeah.
We had bands like Goldfinger. Okay.
Yeah.
My friend John Feldman's band, who was, I mean, they brought that whole sound out and helped blow it up, no doubt. Which really only had one good album. But anyway, there was just so much better. But no, this is what we pushed on him, and this is what happened, and this is how it all began to fall apart.
Yeah.
and we let it happen.
Yeah.
I was on the air going, oh, here's that song by the Crash Test Dummies, which makes you want to be a crash test dummy in a car going 90 miles an hour into a pole.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's really what the and it literally is spelled MMM. That's the title of the song.
Yeah.
Flibbity flab. Okay, I'm going.
No, so we have a really great alternative station up here called 94.7 FM, right?
Yeah.
And it's what's on when I'm driving the car, right?
Right.
And I've been slowly educating my son when we do our little shopping trips as to which one, as to what bands these are. And we took them. We saw Bush last year at the county fair, and he ended up liking it. Well, it was great because when they got to later in the set, he's like, I've heard this song. Because they played it up until they played. So Bush was in a little higher rotation because they knew they were coming to town, right?
Right.
And so anyway, so I've slowly been sort of educating Xander on 90s alternative bands and everything. Well, his favorite band, and they play this quite a bit. Well, I always joke because it seems that whenever I get in the car, within 10 minutes, Beck's Loser comes
Oh
on.
my God.
Right? So like either it's in like super high heavy rotation, or the program director knows when I'm about to get in, and he's like, all right, we're dropping this for Andy right here.
Hey,
Yeah.
there goes that Drake guy. Get it
Right.
Get the song queued up. Do it now, hurry up.
Right. But it was funny last week. I'm a Loser was followed by Radiohead's Creep. So I was really starting to get the message there, right?
Like, okay, yeah,
Just a little bit.
yeah.
But no, but it's funny. So there was one song that came on, and Xander's like, "Oh, this is pretty good. Who is this?" And I'm just like, "You're gonna laugh, and you're not gonna believe me." He's just like, "No, I want to know." It was Pepper by the Butthole Surfers. And I have never seen my son laugh so hard. Right? And I'm just like, so every time that comes on now, he starts laughing. And I'm like, dude, what band is this? And he's just like, Butthole Surfers.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you used another couple of prime examples of what went wrong with the 90s.
Yeah.
Because as talented as Beck is, he's just as crappy. And I mean, and at first, the song, Loser, I was like, okay, this is pretty creative. So overplayed. Overplayed.
Yeah, they killed it.
They really, really killed it. But then it made him think, oh, well, I can be artsy with anything.
Yeah.
And now, like, that was the best song on that album. Okay.
Oh, yeah. No,
I
totally.
mean, seriously, the
Yeah.
rest of the album, you were like, okay, he's obviously high. Or there's something wrong with Beck.
Yeah.
And they need to adjust his medication. And then he came out, what was it? A couple years later, he came out with that other one, and there was one good song.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was pretty good.
2 turntables and a microphone.
Yeah, and
Copy hands.
that was it.
Yeah.
That's the only. I mean,
Yeah.
Oh no, he's so artistic, and no. He was a bum living in the streets playing music for money, and then somebody got him into a recording studio, and he came up with this. And
yeah.
Okay.
So I have a question.
Okay.
So I had a requirement to buy a full album, right? I needed to hear at least 2 songs from that album and like it.
Yes.
For me to buy an album.
Right.
What did you have a requirement back then?
Oh, yeah. Well, and I think that's how, I mean, I've always we've talked about this before. I've always been, for some reason, I just became a geek about learning who produced what album, blah, 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 blah. So my first thing was to look for who produced what.
Yeah.
Because I knew that producer was going to either make this band really good or it, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really wanted to hear, I didn't want to hear, there was always a song that made you want to listen to the album.
Right.
So I didn't want to hear that song. I always wanted to hear, like the B-side, what they called them back in the days.
Yeah.
But I always wanted to hear the other songs that weren't being played.
Yeah.
Because if those were even somewhat good, and all you had to do was hear one of them.
Yeah.
Because you knew if one of the off songs was good,
Yeah.
that was it. And
That's why I love Tower, because Tower had those listening stations.
I was gonna say you could go in and there was a place in San Luis Obispo that did the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember the name of the record store. It was great, but you could go in, put a CD in, listen to it, and you'd be like, you could just sit there and listen to the whole CD if you wanted. But it was only, I mean, okay, I can't say the whole CD. It would play clips of every song through the CD. Which sometimes did not do them justice because, some songs are a little slow to pick up and then all of a sudden you're like, holy crap.
Yeah.
And that's like, the Cadillac Tramps. When I
yeah.
first heard that, I was just so blown away.
Yeah.
And honestly, I heard the first song and I was like, no, I got to get this album. I didn't even question it. And I was so not let down.
Right.
If you ever have a chance, kids, Cadillac Tramps they're no longer because Gabby, the lead singer, died, and another one of the guitarists. They still perform as Cadillac Hearse every now and then down in Southern California.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny Two Bags he plays with Social Distortion as well. He's one of the guitarists.
That's right. Yeah.
But if you can just give it a listen, anything by the Cadillac Tramps, they've got it's a kind of a southern bluesy punk jazzy, or
that's a good, yeah,
it's really hard to describe their music. And then it's got this hard rock, just you got to hear it. You really, in fact,
hey,
all right,
let's bring some up.
I'm going to see if I can find it on Spotify here.
Yeah, and while you're doing that too, so I had that 2-song rule, but then there were albums that were so good that would warrant me getting an album when it first came out from their next album.
Right. Yeah. Oh yeah. Like, I mean, seriously, like the first time I heard The Police, I was like, no, seriously, the first time I heard it, I'm like, But then I went and I listened to the other song.
Yeah.
And I was like, there's really not a really bad song. And then I started listening to it beginning to end. It was just, I think we all know what happened at that point, and I was corrupted and forever spoiled by The Police and Stuart Copeland and Sting and Andy Summers. And God bless them for everything they've ever done to me in my entire life, because they are the best band ever, and one of my sole purposes for living. I'm trying to type and talk at the same time.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm confusing you. So, we need the let's all go to the lobby thing again. Or do you want me to flash the Marion Berries logo again?
No, don't do that. I won't be able to type. But and speaking of Cadillac Tramps, growing up, I had friends, that were all in bands like John Feldman and Donnie Champion, who is, the guitarist and creator of the Dead Campers.
Mm-hmm.
He, anyway, and Chris Caton, with he started a band, just a little garage band. Best name I've ever heard for a band, and it just blew me away, because it was just, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect. And now this is, late 80s, 90s. Okay. Yeah. Scotch Rocket Cadillacs.
Nice.
Is that just not the greatest rock and roll band name ever? Like, I mean, you hear it and you're like, I got to hear what they're playing.
Yeah.
I got to know what this band is about. And the Cadillac Tramps, I mean, you would think, I don't know. I don't know what you'd think, but they're amazing. And here we go. Here's a. You have beautiful eyes. Okay. I just hit play. I put in Cadillac Tramps and started playing.
I remember this.
Where's I need to get more songs up here. Why is it not giving me more songs up?
I don't know. Are you in Apple Music or something?
No, I'm in.
Spotify? Are you in your iPod again?
No. We remember the iPod is.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that was a victim of.
This is driving. Yes, and most of the band is Hispanic, by the way.
Yeah.
Baby say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, go.
Yep.
I mean, dude, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
this is and their best album was Tombstone Radio.
Okay.
But I mean, all their albums are great. I think they have a total of 4. But dude, you hear it, man. There was a documentary called Life on the Edge or something like that about the Cadillac Tramps.
Right.
Guys like you had Feldman from Goldfinger, Lars from Rancid,
Right.
Chili Peppers, all these great bands that just draw crowds. They were like, we never wanted them to open up for us because they would destroy the crowd.
Yeah.
We could not live up to what they just did.
Yeah.
I mean, serious. People did not want to play with them, and that was one of their holdbacks, is because they would go out there and they would do what they were going to do, and they blew everybody away, dude. I mean, it was just that's how they were. And I had the opportunity to see them a long time ago. I got tickets through my PD. Anyway, long story short, didn't get to see them, and regret everything about that.
Dude.
Yeah, I know.
Dude.
So Cadillac Tramps, go check them out whenever you can. All right. So we have gotten around, and this is how this show goes. If you're just tuning in, this is how this show goes when we don't have a guest and we have no direction. We live up to what we like to call randomity.
Yes.
Let me just bring up the full definition.
The definer there, definition.
It is the bold process of knowing and discussing everything about nothing in particular.
Which we do so well.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now, that being said, we do have guests and stuff that appear on the show, and we will next week. We will have Mr. Robert Amico, actor extraordinaire. Again, if you don't know who we're talking about, you'll see him, you'll hear him, and you'll be like, "Oh, I know him." He showed me a picture of him with Robin Williams in Hook.
Yeah.
And his story about that was just, I'm like, dude, save it for the show. Like, you don't explain it to me right now. We need to talk about this on the show. And that's how Robert is. He just starts talking to you, and you guys are like instant best friends when you start talking. He's just one of these guys, man. And he's from back east. He's old school. He's Brooklyn all the way. I mean, he's lived out in La La Land for I don't know how long, but has not dropped a bit of living in Brooklyn ever.
Yeah.
And we didn't even get into any of our debating.
No.
We really didn't, and we're running out of time. So let's do one quick debate because why not, right?
Right.
So I'm trying to pull up my debate list here. Okay, here's a debate list. And okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to pick a topic, and we were supposed to do this for the past 40 minutes or so, but we didn't. And again, this is how the show goes.
Right.
So we are going to we have a list of various different topics, and do you see one that sticks out to you? Because there's a lot of fun ones here.
Number 4 is fun.
Number 4. Well, and there's also multiple lists, I should say.
Oh, okay. So the internet game that you gave me, the one that you invited me to, it's Are Ghosts Real or just a figment of our imagination? Is it more fun to be an adult or well, that's a no-brainer. Should schools start teaching how to be famous on social media? Oh my God.
Okay. We going to go with that one?
I think so.
Okay. So should schools start teaching how to be famous on social media? Now, me and Andy are going to play rock, paper, scissors to see who gets the point and the counterpoint.
Okay.
Okay. And whoever wins gets to choose what they want. And we will quickly debate this. So, rock, paper, scissors. 1, 2. Are we 1, 2, 3, then go or what?
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. So ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Okay, you saw me go scissors.
I went scissors first. I triggered.
You went scissors off camera, then pulled in a rock.
No, when we were talking, and I said, and I did.
Okay. Okay. All right, you win.
Mind games.
All right.
Mind games. All right. So I will take. I will take counterpoint. So I will let you go first. With
okay.
And hey, we're just about to start a debate, babe. My wife, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, hi, Lois.
Should schools start teaching how to be famous on social media?
There I am.
There you are.
Hi.
I know I got to get a better camera. So we're gonna do a quick debate and then we'll be done.
Okay.
So
yeah.
And this is Dolly.
Debate.
Hi, Dolly.
So Andy is going to take it as you're getting point and I'm going to get counterpoint.
Okay.
So I can go grumpy old man.
Got it.
My wife's out. She's like, no, I'm not. I'm not really doing grumpy old man. Because you had to be flibbly flab. But the dog. Sorry.
That's okay. So should schools start teaching how to be famous on social media? Yes, they should. Okay, no, absolutely. I have the point here, right? Okay, yes, yes, they should as a viable career option because it is a avenue out there where you don't necessarily need like high education to start up, right? So again, you don't need to worry about getting deeper education if you are going to go into this field, right, as a viable sort of income. Are you getting sniffed? You're getting sniffed, aren't you? Also, they could teach safe use of social media as that part of it as well, right? And but God, I really want to take the counterpoint again. I really want to say no. No, I feel that I think understanding of algorithms and storytelling and marketing, all about that, could be very, very beneficial in terms of learning how to start a business, learning how to be a online presence, learning how to make a full living from social media. And our social media star has just joined us.
Yes, it is. One of the black cats of Instagram.
Huh, Kitty? Huh?
Shadow.
So yeah, that's my point. I think, again, it's out there. They should be made aware of it, obviously. But again, as a viable source of income, I think it is very good to be taught in school.
Okay.
Although again, my skeptical self wouldn't want to learn how to be famous on social media from someone who isn't famous on social media. Sorry. I had to get that out.
You've been fighting not saying that the entire time.
Totally.
Oh my goodness.
I'm sorry.
I knew you were holding something in.
Yeah.
And okay. Well said. Well said. Oh yeah. And sorry. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. San Dimas High School football rules.
So thank you. Thank you for
You're
that.
welcome.
And thank you
Yeah.
for your clarity. But I just want you to know we're all stupider for hearing exactly everything you just said. And you've just done what social media has done to everybody that watches and lives on social media. Besides, if they're watching this show, then they're getting entertained and educated.
Right. Okay.
So that's the only good purpose of social media. Now,
Okay.
the fault is right now that they call it social media, which it's not social media. It's mind-numbing, draining. I forget what it is because I spend too much time watching TikTok and YouTube videos. But I can tell you that no. Uh, first off, to your point,
Yeah.
exactly. Am I having some social media star teach me? No, I'm having
Right.
some teacher that's getting, maybe $15 an hour and a union pension that they're actually paying into out of that $15, who really doesn't want to be there. And basically, you would walk into the class, they'd be like, okay, put your phones on. And they'd have a little spinning wheel. Oh, why don't you put your phones on Twitch and see what happens? And, or, go to Reddit or go to what how would you teach somebody to be stupider than they are already? This is my point, and this is, it just
What are you thinking?
right, because what were you thinking? I mean, this is a mind numbing, and trust me, I'm privy to it because I do it quite a bit. I had literally, before I started this show, removed all social media from my life.
Right.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm done. I'm done. Um, I seriously sent messages to everyone I knew.
Yeah.
I'm pulling off Facebook. I'd shut every account down. I wasn't on Instagram. I wasn't on anything. Then I started this show, and I'm like, okay, so how can I? Well, you got to get on social media. You got to
Right.
start promoting on social. So then I was like, well, okay, maybe I'll just do it. Well, no, Facebook won't let you just put your show page on. You have to have a personal account, and then from that personal account you've got to go and create
Yeah.
your own page, and same thing on Instagram. And then YouTube, YouTube you can kind of get away with it, but you still have to put a lot of and so, which of course that was in the early stages, which
Right.
oddly the advancement of social media over the past just the 4 years of this show
Yeah.
has so grown and exponentially, become it's simple stupid. Like 3-year-olds can figure out how to be on social media and disappear their brain into it. So yeah, I'm going to say no, don't teach anybody in San Dimas football rules.
So counterpoint. Counterpoint.
Bruh. All right. Sorry, that was
So
the last one.
again, you mentioned how would you teach this? Well, it's easy. You watch a post that has gone ultra viral, right? But you break it down to the student saying, okay, well, they're trying to make it look like this, like he just happened upon this and he fell over, or he like ended up,
Yeah.
whatever. And
How much of that is so set up?
right, and he started dancing, but then some kid 20 feet behind him started doing the same dance, right?
Right.
And it's just like, no, then you take a look at the filming of, right? And you see that, no, they're talking beforehand, like, when do I come in? What do I do this? What's the right angle? Where does this, right? And then you look at, right, when it was posted, how many people saw it, the different hashtags they used, if they posted it to certain pages and stuff like that. Like I said, it's a very, you okay there?
Yeah, I burped. Sorry.
Yeah, you burped. Okay. But you have, again, you can break down how it was filmed, how it was put out there versus, and to make it fun, you pull a post that you've done that got 7 views, right? And it's like, well,
Welcome to the Random Christian Show.
Right. Why didn't my post go super viral like this one if I'm doing something similar?
Right.
Right. Well, I don't have the followers that this person does.
Right.
I didn't do this. I didn't do the proper hashtags. I didn't do the proper stuff. Right.
Yep.
Again, all that stuff, I think, if you're looking at social media as a viable income, I think all that stuff is good to be taught. Now,
sorry, I had to burp.
Oh, and so you thought doing a very, very loud buzz instead of just muting your mic would be the right thing while I was trying to make a point?
Well, it was funnier.
To who? To you?
Kind of. I'm sorry. No, I've actually been trying to press that button the entire time.
Okay, that's funny.
It wasn't working. I'm like, oh shit. So anyway.
So should we see how ChatGPT would answer this question?
Oh yes.
Okay, I have it up.
Beautiful.
And here it
We've
is.
been playing a lot with ChatGPT, by the way. So
yeah. Here's ChatGPT's answer. Okay. It's an interesting question. Social media has become a huge part of many people's lives, and it definitely has an impact on how we interact, communicate, and even build careers. Teaching students about social media could definitely be useful in a couple of ways, but it depends on the approach. On one hand, teaching students how to manage their online presence could help them navigate the digital world responsibly. It would be great to teach them all things like digital literacy, privacy, branding, and how to engage with others in healthy and constructive ways. Some students may even want to pursue careers as influencers or content creators, and learning the tools to succeed in that space, like understanding algorithms, storytelling, and marketing, could be beneficial. On the other hand, there's a risk of putting too much emphasis on the pursuit of fame or popularity online, which could contribute to unhealthy competition, body image issues, or feelings of inadequacy, especially in younger people. It is important that students also learn how to balance online presence with real-world experiences, focusing on building a positive online reputation rather than chasing fame. A balanced curriculum could focus on teaching students both the technical and ethical aspects of social media, how to use it effectively, responsibly, and creatively, while also understanding the potential pitfalls. What do you think? Should it be part of the curriculum, or do you feel there's more important stuff to focus on?
So ChatGPT kind of waffles back and forth.
Oh, well, they present the point and the counterpoint.
Yeah. So they're indecisive, is what you're saying.
Well, I think ChatGPT
AI can't make up its mind.
They're Sweden. They're neutral.
ChatGPT's made in Sweden.
They're neutral.
We're not taking sides, man. We are not taking sides.
No. Come and ski.
Come and ski.
Have fun.
Enjoy meatball and IKEA.
Don't. No more argue. Come ski.
We have Saint Bernard save you.
All right.
Okay, and just one more thing, because so many people are like, "Oh, look at this! This is real," and it's not real.
No,
it's completely staged. There's just some better actors than others, and some better staging than others. But I guarantee you, 95% of what you're seeing, unless it's like an actual live video news clip or something, or one of the, even the live cams that they show things of, people stage stuff in front of those so it looks like that, kids. Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of it's not real.
Yeah.
A lot of it. A lot of it. So please.
Real life does not have a filter.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
And yeah. Anyway. So well done, Andrew. Well,
no, good healthy debate.
It was great, and we settled it in a civil and fun manner.
Well, yeah, and I'm coming to your house later to beat you up. So it's okay.
Gotta go. So no, and maybe we'll do this again where we actually create the debate instead of go off on other. But we had to clear the air on the 90s chaotic failures of, and I'm sorry, as a radio DJ, I am so sorry that all of that happened, and it was the downfall of the next generation.
Yeah.
And so every millennial out there, I'm so sorry I screwed you up. I had no choice. It wasn't my fault.
Yeah. So I didn't scroll further down the list of our possible debate topics, which I think we should have chosen.
Good ones.
We should have chosen. I just looked at one that I think we should have chose.
Which one was that?
Brittany or Katrina.
See. All right.
Yeah.
We'll get it on another show.
Next. Yeah. Some soon show. I think we'll bring up Brittany or Katrina. Yeah. This might be fun to do in lieu of random questions of insanity.
Oh.
A healthy debate.
I would love to hear some of Robert's answers on some of these.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That might be good. All right.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, kids. That's the...
Nope.
That's the drum roll. That's not the right sound effect that was supposed to be playing. Where's the cart? There it is. Here we go. All right. There it is. That's the sound of the ending of the music of the show of what we're doing, which was basically randomly wrong stuff. Debates in 90s Chaos. Season 12, Episode 7. Season 12, Andrew.
That's crazy, man.
I know. And we're just getting started, kids.
Yeah.
So hey, thank you for being a part of this. Next week, where's my graphics? Where are they? Where is he? There he is.
In there.
There he is. Robert Amico, actor extraordinaire. Again, you'll recognize him, and when you hear him, you'll know who we're talking about. The guy is just so great. He's been in so much of everything and everywhere.
Yeah.
He's also writer, producer, director. There's a lot of things he's done that you're like, whoa, you wrote that? You directed that? You produced that? Whoa. Just extremely talented and amazingly fun guy. So, and a ball of energy. So,
yeah,
eat your Wheaties when you're listening, kids. And then after that, who do we got? Is that Carla Jackson after?
That is Carla Jackson after. She's on the 14th.
Carla Jackson.
Yeah.
Hey, there she is right there. Carla Jackson. She'll be coming up soon. And that's all about the Red Letter Awards. Fantastic award show for faith-based acts of every kind. So make sure you're a part of that. Again, we're trying to put together a benefit comedy show. If you're in the Kansas City area, know of a good venue that we could hopefully afford. Hit us up, therandomchristianshow@gmail.com. Where else? What else we got going on? I think that's it. Yeah. I think we're pretty much done, and we want to thank you all for being a part of this. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe. Pass the word around. Tell your friends, tell your neighbors, tell people in the street. Guy in the bar. Tell them about the Marion Berries baseball team. We're gonna tell the world about the Marion Berries. Not the drug addicted.
No.
Mayor of DC. It's a legit baseball team. Hockey's in season, kids. Go watch a hockey game. In the meantime, for that guy right over there, I'm pointing. Yeah. My hand disappeared. For that guy, Andrew, I'm Christian. We are the Random Christian Show. We'll be back next week, 4 p.m. Central Time. You figure it out in your time zone. In the meantime, we're going to get out, and we're going to be gone. So We love you. Be good. God bless you all. Thank you so much for being a part of this. We will see you next week. Peace.